It's a pleasure and privilege to be here on the day that President Obama arrives in Jamaica, the day before he actually comes to this University of the West Indies campus where we are today. We're following up on the conference which was held in November, promoting youth for the future by promoting values and attitudes for development. And our panel, which was really focused on how we are developing our people, looks at preparing youth for the future by helping them to overcome odds. We're fostering resilience, and we have the stories of three fantastic young people here. That's Kevin, Judine, and Stephen. And we also have a visiting colleague, Dr. Ann Bailey from Jamaica and the US, who actually oversaw the panel. So let me begin by asking Stephen to begin to tell us what he's been doing since the conference.
Good morning, TV world. Well, since the conference, I've been conducting a GSAT class in my community for individuals who are going to move on to high school. That class has really served to really help a lot of these students within the community who have a lot of problems, as it relates to their academics, as it relates to their personalities. And the conference has really helped me to really contribute my skills towards letting them become a better person in their life, teaching them some various life lessons and skills that will help them not just when they go to high school, but as well when they're adult and they have families as well. I've been thinking about writing a book that will also motivate people, letting individuals know that they can be what they want to be, and to know that the sky is definitely the limit. I've been thinking about going into the arena of being a motivational coach as well. Right now I'm in my final semester of university, and to see a dream that I have been dreaming for a long time really come through, to really get a tertiary level education, it's really fulfilling, so a lot of things have been happening. There are still challenges, there are still odds, but the conference has really served to propel me more and give me more motivation to really overcome these odds. So that is really what is happening. More work, and more overcoming.
Awesome. Okay, since the conference in November, a lot of things have happened in terms of school, social life, and other areas, and how I think about challenges now and how I apply the experiences that I've had over the years. When I started UWI 2012, as I was not certain as to whether I would have gotten the money to pay for my tuition. So knowing that you did not have enough money to pay for the tuition, or at least half of it, then you would have not qualified as a full student. And at first I was doubtful, but then I thought about why I'm doing it. This is what I've been working for many years, and said I'm going to think about possible things or ways that I could get the funds to finance my tertiary education. And when I thought about my family and where I'm coming from, I said I need to make history in my family, in my life, and for my generation to come. And I said, I'm one of the first grandchildren to attend university, and I thought that was something to catapult me further, and said, I'm going to get this done. If it is not just for myself, I'm going to do it on behalf of my family. And it's important to network with the right people, because it's not necessarily about your skill set alone, but if no one knows what you can do and what you're about, then you won't get the help that you need per se. Right now, as Stephen said, I'm also in my final year at UWI, finishing up my degree in psychology and a minor in management studies. And trust me, that has been a lot of work. I never thought that I could have done so much work in my life, But thankfully, you know, having the experience I said earlier and the focus on being resilient and going through the process, I now understand that at each level that you go and the higher that you grow, it's a matter of extending your capacity to facilitate change in your life so that you can do more and you can reach out to other people in doing that. Because you just going to school and doing what you're supposed to do, some persons look on and say, you know what, I want to be a next Judine, I want to be a next Stephen, I want to be a next Kevin, because they see the mantle that you are carrying, and so that encourages them. And it doesn't stop there. You can help, you can influence them too, because you are basically the same age as a 13-year-old or 14-year-old. They will more relate to you than an adult. And so I think that education is the gateway for us as students to let our voices be heard in the right and appropriate way.
Okay, Kevin?
Alright, since the conference in November, I've been working on my business plan, doing more research on it, and I've found useful stuff about the whole con production, and I've researched and found other persons that have gone into business and saw their progress. I registered for a course named New Venture Management, and in that course they teach us how to write business plan and stuff. So that's kind of aid me in writing my personal business plan that I have at the moment. At the conference, I had the pleasure of meeting my future wife. Yeah, so things are looking bright, and there are still challenges in my life, but with God's help, I know I can overcome each and every one of them. Thank you.
Okay, and Dr. Bailey, I don't know if you wanted to say anything at this point.
Just that it was really a pleasure to be a part of this group with the conference and to talk about how important it is for them to speak of their own experiences and not to belittle their experience, because the experience that you have, so many people can really draw inspiration from that, and I drew inspiration from your stories. So even throughout this year that I've been a Fulbright Fellow at the University of West Indies, there have been challenges, and I would remember some of the stories that you shared specifically about how through faith you just met those challenges and head forward and didn't, you know, you didn't buckle, your knees didn't buckle. So it's been an inspiration to me. So I'm on the journey with you.